Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to multiply decimals. Multiplying decimals is real similar to just multiplying any regular number. So let's look at a couple of practice problems. Let's start off easy. So if I have 2.5 and I'm timesing it by 2.3, okay, I would multiply like I normally would. So let's go ahead and multiply. 5 times 3, that's 15. Bring up my 1. 2 times 3, that's 6. Plus 1, that gives me 7. Placeholder. 2 times 5, that's 10. Carry my 1 up. 2 times 2, that's 4. Plus 1, that gives me 5. Add up like we normally would. 5, 7, 5. Now this is the new part. So in this case, I would just look and see how many times I need to move my decimal. So if I look at my first number, to make it into a whole number, I move my decimal 1 time. Same thing here, I move my decimal 1 time. And so that's a total of 2 times I need to move my decimal. Decimal starts at the back. 1, 2. Let's try another one. The most important thing that you need to know, you now have to line up your decimals. You line it up like you normally would a regular multiplication problem. Let's look at problem number 2. Again, multiply like you normally would. So 6 times 4, that's 24. Carry my 2. 6 times 3, that's 18. 18 plus 2, that gives me 20. Carry my 2. 6 times 1, that's 6. Plus 2, that gives me 8. Put my placeholder, and I'm going to go to my next number. 4 times 4, that's 16. Carry my 1. 4 times 3, that's 12. Plus 1, that's 13. And then 4 times 1, that's 4. Plus 1, 5. Same thing. Determine my sum or my total. Then I need to determine how many times I'm going to move my decimal. 1, 1. So that's a total of 2 moves. 1, 2. Those that use box, let me do a quick example on how it would work on box. So you would just basically remove the decimals and come up with your same number that you normally would. So I'm going to take out my decimals and I get 245 times 24. Now remember, we'll need to go back and add those decimals later, but let's go ahead. So now I have 200 plus 40 plus 5 and then 20 plus 4. Draw my boxes. 200, 40, and 5, 20, and 4. Now just multiply like I normally would. So again, we do not have to multiply the zeros, just multiply the first number. So in this case, 2 times 2, that gives me 4 with 1, 2, 3 zeros. 2 times 4, that's 8 with 2 zeros. 2 times 5, that's 10 with 1 0. And now I'm going to go to my next number. 4 times 2, that's 8 with 2 zeros. 4 times 4, that's 16. 1 0. And then 4 times 5, that gives me 20. Now we'll just add up all my boxes. And the last step is total them all together. Okay, now before we are completely done with the problem, I'm going to go back up to my original problem and see how many times I need to move my decimal. 1, 2, 1. So 2 plus 1, that gives me 3 times I need to move my decimal. Come back here, move my decimal, 1, 2, 3 times.